more can I say?
Top Billin. Yo, Top Billin to ya. All right, Ravens Nation, your boy is back up in the building. This time talking about my man Odafe Oweh for them Baltimore Ravens, a team and an outfit that I think is, you got to say, 1A, 1B with the Pittsburgh Steelers as far as the greatest defensive outfits of the past 25 years. These guys just print defensive freaks like you wouldn't believe. These guys end up going on to different teams. They continue to like rotate like an assembly, like Menudo or some shit like that, right? You get too old, they let you go like Menudo, right? So we've seen it time and time again. When I first started covering the Ravens back at SB Nation for a hot second there, the pass rushers, right, at edge, outside linebacker, obviously the premier odd front scheme. It was Elvis Dumerville and Terrell Suggs. That's hard. That's bananas. Think about that, man. Having those two dudes on the same team, being able to get after him. Both were complete players, too. I'm talking about stout against the run. You could play them at different techniques. Guys who just wanted to get after it every single play. Two of the better edge players that we've seen of that generation. Moving on past that, they've had guys come through there like a Zadarius Smith. Think about that. If they had Zadarius Smith on this particular Ravens team instead of him being there in Green Bay or whatever like that, a guy like Matthew Judon, who recently just graduated to the New England Patriots, that's what they do, man. They're going to have an assembly line of players, and they feel like they can get anybody and put them in that particular defensive program, have them run them through the Baltimore Ravens defensive car wash, and they come out good on the other side. So if you think about a team like that, and you think about a guy like Odafe Oweh, let's be real here, right? A guy who is completely raw, but a guy who has had a little bit of production, but who has unmatched measurables. 6'5", 257, your man fucking running a damn 4.3 at his pro day, right? I always say take pro day times with a grain of salt, but if you know about Odafe Oweh just like I do, being as though I was covering high school football, right? Doing a lot of the prospect type stuff for Rivals.com when he was coming out of high school. The guy's just a freak, period. So however you want to match it up, even if it's in the mid 4.4s, you're not supposed to be that damn freaky with a 40-inch vertical leap and all that shit, 11-something foot broad jump at 6'5", 257 pounds. So if he's raw and you say this, right, let's be real here. He didn't have a sack his last season of football there at Penn State. He has done some other stuff. We're going to get into a film study on that, right? The guy is a raw lump of coal, but that's what the Ravens do, baby. They create diamonds. So he's definitely a dude that can be created into a diamond. Hopefully this could be something that can last a little bit longer. They can hold on to him. I'm tired of loving these dudes like C.J. Mosley and these guys just to see them go elsewhere. But that's what the Ravens do. So, hey, you're going to be mad at Harbaugh on the team. But a guy like Wink Martindale, you getting in his defense, he's going to manufacture you some pressure at the very least to where you're going to be productive. But can he get it organically? I think he can. I really do think he can. And he's got some stuff on here that I know they can work with there. Like I said before, a pass rush specialist program. And a guy like Odafe Oweh, that's not a match made in heaven? Come on, man. Shit, let's go ahead and get down to the brass tacks of the matter, though. Obviously, the approach has to be measuring out exactly what your pass rush specialist is good at. So more than likely right now, you got guys already on the team like a Pernell McPhee or Tyus Bowser. These guys are probably going to set the table for my man to come in and eat. That'll just be it, at least right away. Bring him in on money downs and see what he can do. From right now, if you see him right now, you got to think that he's mostly going to be a dip and rip specialist right here. He's going to be an arc runner. You can see that. Just taking advantage of his elite athletic traits. You can see him right here. He even widens up, right? So he's at a legitimate 9 right there, playing in a ton of space. With the Ravens, of course, he'll be playing from a motorcycle stance as well, so you have to see what that does to his leverage. But when you can come off like this and you get off, it's almost like a track stance. Look at this. When he's getting off right there, he's taking a couple of steps before you can really get into your kick step phase. He makes it look like you still have it parked in the driveway, right? You know what I'm saying? He's a Lamborghini. You don't keep Lamborghinis parked in the driveway. You get up and out of that damn driveway right there, And that's what he does here. So he's quick out the gate. Now look at that. You see that lean right there? You're going to give him half a man. You're giving him half a man, and the surface area is just not enough for them to be able to deal with. You can't kick slide that much there. And now look, you're only really having one arm you could come back with somebody like that because quarterback is getting depth, and he's getting to a depth area there. So my man is in FEMA mode right here, mad recovery mode, and he's just at his mercy right there. So quarterback fertilizes him, and that's all she wrote. So first and foremost, he'll definitely be coming in on the money downs, letting him hunt. So that's the Baltimore Ravens way. That's what's going to happen, in my opinion. Here we go again, more of the same. You'll see, looks almost like a repeat. Half a man, that's it. That's going to be tough for people to deal with, no doubt about that. But is it going to consistently get the job done in the NFL? You could think about it in practice. You're not going to consistently get Ronnie Stanley with some shit like that. You're going to have a counter move to that. But as a base move, yeah, this is some shit you want to start with because it's definitely based off athleticism. You can see him getting out there with that low pad level. By the time he meets the inertia here, right there, he already getting into it. Fight the hands. Give them half a man. You see the man start to reach right there? These guys can't bend like that. Well, at least a great deal of them. And obviously the NFL is a little bit different right there. So this guy's not been able to bend like that. Right? He's much too far upright to be able to combat that. He stops moving his feet just because this is almost like a hesitation move. You start chopping your feet like this, right? The guys just think they're going to meet with the inertia and the friction. He keeps it moving, keeps it pushing right on past him. Turns that corner, runs it flat, quarterback's in trouble. Strip sacked him and fertilized him. Same deal right here. You'll see him lined up. When he's aligned at like in the nines or something like that, and he's able to do this particular move, same thing again. Got to do with the same exact thing in another strip sack. Think about that. 2 strip sacks, got a man with the same exact move right here. See him getting it off. Pause. And my man tries to get his hands on the inside there, but guess what? If somebody's not giving you that much surface area, look at this, not that much surface area here. And there are different counters I can already think just seeing off this, right? If you're giving somebody this right here and you're able to hit the Dwight Freeney spin move back to the inside, that's going to be tough for them to deal with. You're chaining moves together right there, but he's able to still just run that arc on him, get himself another strip sack. If you're an arc runner, of course, people are going to try to overset that. So you would think your natural progression from there would be to bang it to the inside. It's just the natural progression, right? The Darwin theory. Nasty. Absolutely Jadeveon Clowney-esque right there. Another freak, a super metahuman type. Look at this right here. You want to give it like you're running that arc. Give it no tail, and then you stick that foot in the ground, hit him with the crossover. You see him catch him leaning right there. Look at him. He's struggling. That's straight up. He's struggling. He's too narrow of a base. He's just trying to react to whatever's going on. He don't want to be ran by with the arc, so he gives it up on the inside right there. Pause. And my man's able to flat get around him easily and run it straight down the line of scrimmage, get him a sack there on young Tungo Valoa. If someone's struggling with something, there's nothing says that you can't just continue to hit them with it until they prove they can stop it. Once again, this time I love that right there. Come on, man. Wall and discard. He's good against the run. He's just one of these guys, I think, who can end up being a complete player. That's why I think getting him almost in the second round, right at the end of the first round, is worth his weight in gold, man. That's that value that I'm talking about. That's that Ravens way, that Ozzie Newsome there. Look at my man right here. He completely gets out of character, right? My man's having an out-of-body experience trying to go against Jason Oweh right here. He's leaning much too hard right there. He let him meet the friction and then discarded him. Run straight parallel down the line of scrimmage, tackle the back in the backfield. Funk right there. Here we go on this one. Check this out right here. Look at his ability to redirect. See him? Down the line of scrimmage, continue to hustle. I love that right there, man. There's no substitute for something like that. If you have a will and a want to get after it, you're a Baltimore Raven, in my opinion, right there. Check off the left tackle right there. Force the pitch and then run towards the pitch as well. Come on, that's that hustle, man, that we've seen time and time again from Baltimore Ravens. You got to have it playing for Harbaugh and them. Of course, people want to have that counterpoint to him not having a sack his last season and talk about his pressures. Pressures are cool. There's no doubt about that. It's better than nothing at the very least. Shit does break loose sometimes on pressure, but man, there's a bunch of times where guys are even better under pressure. So there's no substitute for getting the quarterback on the ground. I've never seen a quarterback complete a pass from his back. And sometimes, man, shit goes bad for quarterbacks when they get sacked, man. You could put a guy out for the entire game or entire season or whatever like that. So got to focus on that. He's got to get to the quarterback for it to really make sense. And that's what they do in Baltimore, man. So the pressures, we can see right here. See, he's killing this dude with this inside move right there. Gets on the inside. Does flush the Tagovailoa from the pocket there and does clause an incompletion. So see that one more time. Ooh. That's what I'm saying, man. So you can give a little credence to pressures, but sometimes you get pressure, something like this can happen. Quarterback still complete the pass, off to the races, touchdown, rack 'em by my boy Rakim Jarrett right here. So check this move out, though, right here. My man looking like he's going to run the arc, give him half a man, and it's almost the bare bones of what I said a little bit earlier. I didn't notice this first. Run that arc, and then you can spin back inside. He does it a little bit too late, and he does it outside the framework of a pass rush. Look like he's just really running around with a chicken with his head cut off right there. But if he could do this within the framework, that's the stuff that you look for when somebody is a raw lump of gold. Can you add on to that? That's what coaching is about, man. I'm telling you right now, do not let this dude get with it. I'm telling you. Definitely a player you play on the open side of the formation. You don't want him to having to go against extra blocks by a close side formation player. But you can see when the run comes towards him here, he's able to withstand wall and discard. So that's something to look at for sure. Comes up here, meets the inertia, almost like he's two-gapping. Keeps his pad level low, strong through the core. He's a strong kid, no doubt about that. Not necessarily looking to rush right here, knowing this is a run game scenario here. And he works down the line of scrimmage, not being knocked off his base there. So he has a lot of stuff to his game right now. We're going to have to obviously hone in on the pass rush part of it because that's why you draft someone in the first round. You're not drafting them there to get pressures, or you're not drafting them there to just solely work against the run. So he's going to have to get to the quarterback, but I have complete faith in the Baltimore Ravens being able to bring that up out of him. Beyond him, man, they got Dalen Hayes, too, from Notre Dame. There's some young guys already on the roster that can play within the framework of the three-man front that can get after the passer. So the pass rush should be pretty good for the Ravens here for the foreseeable future. But we'll see how it works out for Oweh, man. So loving what the Ravens did in the drafts. My favorite draft out of everyone. And I got some more guys to work on as far as these film studies go for the Baltimore Ravens. So that being said, though, make sure you support quality content, man. You want to keep the lights on. Everybody's like, Murph, how can we get more Ravens content? Can you make the Ravens the primary coverage? I can do that. But you got to support quality content. You got to make sure you share this on social media. Make sure you take it to message boards, link it up there. And we can have a good time, man. Of course, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense for your boy. But Ravens definitely hold a place in my heart right there, covering that when my career first started. And I don't miss Ravens games, so I can do wonders with this particular market here. So let your boy know what you think about Odafe Oweh right here. I always want to call him Jason, and calling him Jason for 4 years or whatever, hitting the word Jason, so it's going to be hard to eradicate that. But Odafe Oweh, and then, of course, Dalen Hayes and the guys that they got in the draft, they really killed it. But with that being said, man, as always, it's your boy Murph, the Underground King. I don't even know my damn tagline. Your boy Murph, the Underground King, top Billin Sports, and I am out. Peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.